With its light build, 120Hz OLED display, and 5000 mAh battery, the Galaxy M52 5G should be interesting not only for Galaxy fans, particularly since the Samsung smartphone also supports micro SD cards and uses a powerful chipset with the Snapdragon 778G. But there is still a major drawback. We find the visual appearance of the Galaxy M52 5G very attractive. The 6.7-inch OLED display is framed by slim bezels on the side, and thanks to the punch hole, the bezel on top also turns out fairly slim, leading to an efficient display-to-surface ratio of almost 87% at the front of the device. However, compared to the Galaxy A52s 5G, there is some cost-cutting in terms of the display glass, or at least the Samsung M series smartphone doesn't use Gorilla Glass. In order to evaluate the locating accuracy of our test unit in practice, we record a route in parallel with the Garmin Venue 2 for comparison. The deviations are relatively low, with the difference between the mid-range smartphone and smartwatch being only about 20 meters at the end of the 4-kilometer test route. In the detailed route of the GPS recording, the Galaxy M52 5G also impresses us with similarly accurate locating capabilities as the Garmin device, allowing us to recommend the Samsung smartphone for navigation tasks in the private arena. While the front camera is housed behind a small punch hole and offers a resolution of 32 megapixel, selfies are recorded using pixel binning, resulting in pictures that only have an 8MP resolution. Pictures taken with the front camera in daylight look really good, but the quality quickly diminishes in weaker light conditions. The camera setup in the back of the Galaxy M52 5G also looks very similar to that of the A52 model. Buyers of the Galaxy smartphone receive a 6.4MP main sensor that is accompanied by a 12MP wide-angle lens and a 5MP macro sensor. In contrast to the Galaxy A52s 5G, the main camera has to make do without an optical image stabilizer. In daylight, the results end up at a decent mid-range level, and the Galaxy M52 5G is able to score with good dynamics in our test photos. However, you can still see some slight deficits in terms of image sharpness, and the same goes for the color reproduction. The 6.7-inch Infinity O display of the Galaxy M52 5G is based on the in-house Super AMO LED technology. While the manufacturer officially does not advertise an HDR10 certification, the OLED panel, which has a resolution of 2400 by 1080 pixels, supports HDR contents. To control the brightness, the mid-range smartphone uses pulse width modulation at a low frequency of 236 Hz. The refresh rate of the display can be set to either 60 or 120 Hz. There is no adaptive control. In our tests with the Kalman software and spectral photometer, the AMO LED panel of the Samsung smartphone appears to have a decent calibration and delivers satisfactory color deviations for this price class. In everyday operation, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G mid-range processor in combination with the built-in 6GB of LPDDR4X RAM ensures a good system performance. Thanks to the fast 120Hz display, animations are rendered smoothly and the load times of applications are also fairly short. The fact that you can also play demanding games smoothly on the Galaxy M52 5G is ensured by the Adreno 642L, which includes selected Snapdragon Elite gaming functions. However, buyers of the Galaxy smartphone should still understand that the M52 5G is not a gaming smartphone. For example, PUBG Mobile can only be played in the HD setting, and the highest detail level cannot be selected. The battery life of the Galaxy M52 5G turns out at a good level for a smartphone with a fixed 120Hz frame rate. Lasting almost 13 hours in our Wi-Fi test and more than 21 hours in the video test, the Galaxy M52 5G ends up in the middle of our comparison field. Using the included 15-watt charger, the 5000 mAh battery can be completely recharged in about 115 minutes. The Galaxy M52 5G. Samsung succeeded in creating an attractive and light mid-range smartphone, which doesn't have too much bulk despite its large size. The successor to the Galaxy M51 convinces us with a successful combination of a bright 120Hz OLED display, fast Qualcomm processor, accurate locating capabilities, and good battery life. If you want to learn more about the Samsung Galaxy M52 5G, visit our detailed review on notebookcheck.net. Thanks for watching.